In this video, we're going to create a title block. A title block is the thing at the bottom of a drawing, which looks something like this. Here are two examples of a title block, and as you can see, you can customize them with this upper one, and the one we typically use in class is this one down here, but perhaps we want to change some of these elements in here at a later date. We're going to learn how to do that. This is a fun project because you can customize the title block to your interests. Also, one thing to note is that we can make drawings out of various different sizes of paper. Here are the various sizes A through E. Inventor's default size paper is D, which is 22 by 34. You need a large printer to print that out, although there definitely are some benefits to having a large piece of paper. We're going to go with size A, which is the standard 8.5 by 11, and then we'll be able to print it out on a regular office printer. So feel free at any time to speed this video up. I'm going to do it from the beginning. So first of all, let's make sure that our Inventor project is the documentation project, and it is. If it's not, you can browse to the project file and open it. So the first thing we're going to do is open the standard template. So big I, open, and standard.idw is the one we want. And you may have brought this one up before, and you can see everything's very small because this is a 22 by 34, I think it was, piece of paper. Yeah. So we want to change this. So the first thing we want to do is in the browser, right-click on Sheet 1 and select Edit Sheet. Right-click on Sheet 1, Edit Sheet, and change it to size A. And then we want to right-click on the ANSI large under Sheet 1 and delete it. So we're going to delete this existing title block. And now we're going to draw the title block. So under the Manage tab on the Define panel, click Title Block. So the Manage tab on the Define panel, we're going to click Title Block right here. That puts us in a drawing mode, and we're going to draw the boundaries of the title block using mainly the rectangle tool. That's kind of what it says right here. Make your title block using the tools in the Create panel, usually just the rectangle tool. See Figure 2 for specific details. So the what we'll be working off of is Figure 2 here, and it's got all the dimensions we need. We're just going to duplicate this. So the first thing I need to do is make a rectangle that's 3.7 inches wide and 1 inch tall. And I'm going to start it down here at the corner, pull it out. So I believe that was 3.7, and it was 1 inch high. Let me make sure. Yeah, 3.7 by 1. And that looks pretty good. Let me move this in here so it's kind of out of the way. The next one is we have a 4 inch wide title block that is broken in the center, cut in half. So we have two of these here. So let's do that, 4 by a half. So now I can use the, get coincident with the corners of the existing rectangle. This is going to be 4 wide and 0.5 up. So right-click OK, and again I'll move this there, and I'll move this up out of the way. And let's make the second rectangle. And it looks like Inventor found it for us. There we go. Now we need to make a 2.55 wide by 1/2 inch tall block up here. So what was that, 2.55? All right. And this one is a little different. It's broken into by this smaller one, which is 0.6 wide. So let me do that. It's going to be a 1/2 inch tall and 0.6 wide. Okay, I think I have the boxes drawn correctly. This one comes over just a little more. That really, I think I may have not hit the lines perfectly, so you'll want to be more careful. Or maybe I can just take this down just a bit, 2.5. You shouldn't do this. You should be more careful in how you place the rectangles. Okay, that's adequate for what I'm trying to show you here, which is just how to do this. You just need to be more careful than I was right there. Okay, So I think we've done that. So now we want to click on the text right here, and we want to click in the upper left. And if we click there, we're going to get this prompt to put some text in there. And what we want to put in there is, I think, these part name first, with the colons probably. I don't know if we need the colon or not. Let's leave the colon out. Let's just put part name there. All caps, part name. And there you go. We want that to, again, be in the upper left. This one is assignment name. Assignment name. And then drawn by. Actually, we want a certain order for this, because that's how we'll be prompted for these. So part name, assignment name, and then I think the period. Let's do that. Let's see, period goes down here in this one. Actually, also, I think I do need to put a box here, even though the existing perimeter there sort of made out the box. I think I need that box there. So let's come here. Right here, we're going to put PER for period. And then finally, we're going to put almost finally, we're going to put the date right here. And yeah, that's good. And now we're going to put the drawn by, where we'll put our name. Okay, so we have all of these labeled. The box over here is going to be reserved for an image that we're going to put in. And let's see what we do next. So I think we just did this. We created the text in the upper left-hand corner. Now we want to put some text in the boxes that will cause opening of this drawing template to prompt us for entry. So it says click the text icon again and click in a text box in the left center instead of top center. Instead of upper left, it's going to be center left, and then select prompted entry from the first drop down. So in figure 4, it shows us that after we click, we're going to have to click the drop down, which is right here, and then we're going to choose prompted entry. Let's start that with part name. So we're going to click here, and we're going to click here, come down to prompted entry, and then we're going to replace this content with how we want to be prompted. And here's an example. So I think I'm going to leave off the enter here. It's kind of understood and repetitive. So I'm just going to put part name on that first area. Part name. Okay. And okay, let's stick with this. Here is assignment name. And then let's see, did I do the drop down? Let me undo that. Text, click here, drop down, prompted entry. Yeah, I did. Assignment name. And then we're going to do for the period. And next to last, we're going to do date. Here, maybe we'll do this. Date, month, day, year. Okay. And then finally, we're going to put drawn by. Okay. It says enter your name there. I put drawn by. Okay. So at this point, we need to see how that can turn into a prompt when we open this. So, so I think we just did that. Now we're going to put an image in there. So in terms of images, you can choose anything you want that's appropriate. And let me do that. So I think I do have some images here that I can put in. Again, you can put a number of things. I'm going to go ahead and grab this one here. And I've got to actually save that. So I'm going to save. There we had Trust Bridge. Let's just do this one. See how that looks. And I move this guy around. There we go. I had to hit escape. Okay, so I'm going to try to move this here. And then as I move up here, you can see the little graphic change there. That way I can make it smaller fit in there. And I'm just going to leave it like that. I'm going to leave this open there and not try to fit anything in there. So I think it tells us to right-click, save title block at this point. And I'm going to name it. So you're going to name it last name, first name, underscore my template. Okay, and you see that everything disappeared. So I addressed that in the assignment here. So after naming it, the content you created may just disappear. To make it visible again in the browser, click the plus sign to the left of the drawing resources. And click the plus sign next to title blocks. And double click on the name of the title block you just created. I believe I called that right here. Okay. For some reason it didn't give me all of my prompts. I'm just going to hit cancel. There it is right there. So these two, you may have noticed that I forgot to create them in the right way. So let me see if I can edit definition. So I'm going to take this one. I'm going to go Control X, or I'm going to go right click, delete. This one as well, right click, delete. Somehow I didn't do that right. Prompted entry. So date, and maybe I'll dispense with the parentheses, month, day, year. Okay, and text right here. Again, prompted entry, drawn by. Okay. Finish sketch, save those. Yes, there we go. Okay. Now, okay, save it as a drawing template. So you can't save it as a regular drawing. So big I, save as a template. So that's going to take it down to the location on your C drive. So test template 5-22-18. Okay, now what you'll notice is that if you come and you say big I new, you'll see it down here. So I believe it's this one right here. No, it's this one right here. I practiced one yesterday. And then it's going to prompt me. So this is going to be Tommy Pham. Assignment name is title block. Period is, we have 2 periods, 4 to 6. So this is going to be 05-22-2018. And part name, mistake there. So how can we do that? Let's change this to, call it my part. I don't know. And then we have our name here, Tommy Pham. And you can see that everything's there, and we have a type A sheet, and everything's filled out nicely. Now, you're going to want to save that also to your Z drive, just so you have that. Because when you save it as a template, it goes on the C drive, and you just want to keep your own copy. And then to use your template, as I just showed, you follow those instructions. And finally, the way I want you to turn this in is this is a rare occasion where I want you to turn in an IDW. Remember, IDWs generally can't travel because they need to have the part file with them that they refer to. However, this is a template, so you're just going to go down and find the template at this location on the C drive and upload it to School of Dropbox. Thanks for watching.